Yeah, you are on YouTube right now. Good morning, everybody. You are here one more time to have this conversation, 8 a.m. immersion. Today you're gonna talking about how languages can shape the way you would think. You are in six, then I think it's better to open one more room, just a minute. Then I think everything I change it here. Oh, broken room are here. Maybe one more room. It's okay for this. Then just a minute. There you here. I think only that in here. Then one more. I think it will be only was. Then I'll stay here. I will let it. Okay. Guys, he's received invitation, please accept. And then it's only to become better our conversation. In a few minutes, I will back you all to finish the conversation, okay? I think I make. Oh, I would think that I am making something wrong, and it's okay. Okay, YouTube. This is Talk and Talk, and this is on more 8 a.m. immersion. For people from YouTube don't know what is it. This is a time you have to have some practice the language that you are studying. In this moment, it's English. We are trying to talk, speaking 100% in English. Don't be shy to make some mistake because it's normal. It's make part of the process. No one know all the vocabulary, but even making some mistake, you are learning a lot, and you are here to learn together. From people from YouTube, you want to know more about this platform, please go to below this video and you will find the link and subscribe to participate in and have more information about it. Today we're going to talking about the language. Then language is much more than a tool of communication. It's the way you can express your emotion, the way you are wanna explain something, the way you can view the world, new cultures, everything. Then sometime you wonder why certain idea is easier to express in one language is difficult in another. Always it's when you are learning more than the one language, it's best a lot because you're trying to express your feelings in different ways is not easier. Because yesterday I made the same immersion in Spanish. It was easier to explain the things. Today is different because I have less vocabulary, maybe because I can see Spanish different because it's more similar to Portuguese. This is easier. Sometimes you can express our ideas in some languages and you don't express your really idea, only the vocabulary that you have. But okay, you can start with everybody knows. I don't know if you need to presentation again and again. Marcelo, I think you are new in my immersion, one or two participated, I don't know, participation. Then can you start maybe a little presentation, please?
For sure. Good morning, everyone. Great to be here. Yeah, I would say I'm new on this platform, talking. I start since in early in this week.
Mhm.
So I'm here to improve my English, interact and meet people. You know, I want to be able to speak better when I travel and at work as well. That's why one of the main reason that I'm here. Yeah, it's great to be here.
Yeah, it's great. It's a safe place to stay and learning. Luis, please introduce yourself.
Sure. Good morning, guys. My name is Luis. I'm 45 years old. Well, I'm a data professional and I love to go outside. It is about me.
Okay, thank you. And you, Yasmin?
Hello guys, I'm Yasmin, I'm software developer, and in my free time I like to mainly read books, and that's it about me.
Okay, thank you so much, Amy Rosalia. And today I will guide this conversation here. Okay, you can start with the first question I will ask it to you, Luis. Do you believe the languages you speak can influence how you see the world?
Totally agree because it's not only about language, but it's about background, cultural background, because when you expose yourself to another language, this will bring to you some kind of different point of views, on how interpret the words and kind of things, because you have different expressions, you have different approaches in the different kinds of life situation, So I do believe that language can shape your point of view.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you, Marcelo, how about you about the language?
Yeah, I'm sure the same mindset. You know, when you're capable to communicating, when you're learning a new language, first, included the English, the first one more speak around the world, you are be able to, change your mindset, your view about the rest of the world. It became you feel belong the part of the rest of the world. It's make you capable to understand and learn new things, new people, open or new opportunity. It is not just learning a simple language, but open your mind, opportunities, you know, take you for another level of your life.
Yeah, I love it. You said about to belong this group because you know about the languages, this culture, then you feel belong the world. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I feel this way too. And you, as me.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I think um, this totally change our mindset, how we see the world. To know a language is not the same as translate the things. I think with translation, uh, the translation could cause some kind of loss of content, and also the expression isn't the same as really know the language. So to know the language, just open our minds to know different cultures, different way to express ourselves, and also understand better maybe some expression, why someone acts more like this and not like that, and this kind of things. So I think this really open our minds, and also I think this is an opportunity to understand better the cultures around the world, and to understand the differences. So yeah, this is my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Yasmin. I I really agree with you all because when you have this opportunity to learn more than one language, it's amazing because you can understand everything. When you go to traveling, it's amazing because you can have more it's not your work, but you can make different relationship because you can be more deep the culture when you go to travel and only with your mother tongue is difficult because you continue stay in your bubble. Yeah, you don't have the opportunity to know more about this, to really know what's are passing in the world because you are here in your comfort zone and don't have the opportunity to know more. Then it's amazing when you can understand more this. And now the second one, I will ask to you, Yasmin, how do you think having more than one language affect the person's way of thinking or problem solving?
I think to know another language is something that open our minds because we faced a lot of situations. For example, we faced a lot of situations where we don't know exactly what expression to express ourselves or our specific word, and then we need uh, to try to explain that in another way without knowing the word. So this happens a lot to not to know the expressions too. And I think because of that, we become more flexible to face the problems and but not just face the problems, but face that with a problem solving strategy. So yeah, I think this helps a lot in to ourselves and also helps a lot to think in other ways too. Because when we really know a language, we didn't think in our mother language and then translate. No, we think directly in the another language. Then this affects a lot our way of thinking, the structures, the things that pass through our own minds. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. And you, Luis?
Yes, I do believe because, like as me said before, when uh, you have the opportunity to know another language and you are exposed for a different culture, your imaginary become more richer, you know? So you can a lot of examples to deal with life. So, for instance, when you have opportunity to understand, for instance, how a Japanese culture can solve a problem or a people from Iran, for instance, it's so very important to have another point of view to deal with life, for instance.
Yeah. And you, Marcelo? After this, everyone. So.
Oh yeah. So as much you're learning a new language or one, two, three languages, it's so important because as I mentioned, you feel belong in your atmosphere, whatever the place that you are or you live in, and it's make interact with more people. And as I mentioned, I'm not sure it gives me always solve problem. It's a main thing because that's make you capable to solve problem at the same time as understanding culture and influencing the people around you. It's one of the way immersion in specifically a culture, and in the same times you can be supported and helping someone or somebody around you, your coworker, your boss, your family, something like that. It's so important. uh, yeah, it is. However, at the same time you need to understand learning new language is so important, not only for your capability to living so shaded, but the same times you expose your ideas, one of the way to helping, the people around you, and the same times being helped.
Yeah, I believe, I really do believe it is, when you know another language, you have this capacity to open your mind to learn a new language. You are open to solving other problems, to trying to helping others too, because you have this capacity. You start to put your brain to work more and more. Then it's easier to thinking in different way and you trying to solve a different problem, because you are open to everything. Even in this moment, you don't know how to solve it, but you're trying to learn and help others to solve this problem or trying to find the way, because you are capable to start to solve it or thinking about to learning. I think it's amazing. Affect a lot our ways to think, to find a new paths to follow, because you can understand the others. Start to know the language, then you can understand. It's amazing for everyone. Okay, for you, Louis. Okay. It's already happened to you in the moment that you want explain something, then it can lack of certain words in the languages limit the way you or people express emotion or ideas. A less
Yes, yes,
vocabulary.
yes. A lot of times to be honest with you, and I was thinking about this question right now, and what we are our native language, Portuguese. In a popular culture, we are losing the meanings of the words, because we are lost in that beautiful Portuguese, with a lot of possibilities, and we are losing this for the mass culture. But yes, I had a lot of problems with forgetting words, and I think that language and culture walking together. They are the same, almost the same thing, and you only can express what you imagine. So if you can deal with situation, first you need to think about. For this reason, we need to have a rich um, uh, um imaginário rico. So
Mhm.
first you think, after you start to make the things. Is this?
Yeah, that's it. Cause you need to think more than first to say some words. Limit the way. Yeah. And you, Marcela.
Yeah, the same to me. It's happen all the time, including for living in Brazil, in a country that speak uh, the languages native language speaks yeah, is English. You know, but I think it is a large process that we need to face day by day and try to getting better. I know that when you some uh, whole vocabulary limited your capability to communication. It's also frustrating, but it's normal. You need to uh, you know remind you live in a country that you know mother language is Portuguese. It's not so hard. In Brazil, we have just 5% people speak English. We are 210 million people, so few people speak English. But we need to overcome this frustrating because, like me, it's happening every day, every single day. I forget the word because
Yeah.
full vocabulary. But it is a build. You need to learn it, to talk, lose the shame, and getting better in step by step every single day. It's not easy, but it's impossible.
Yeah,
Possible.
but
Totally
it's
possible.
It's normal because sometimes you are learning so a long time is for example, learning English for 5, 6 years, but you think you have some vocabulary, then I'm writing. But depend of the day, you feel stuck. Depend of the time, you're so stuck. Oh my gosh, I don't remember the words all the time. I'm forgetting the words. But I think it's normal because maybe in another day you are feeling strong in this moment. Then you can speak a lot. You can remember all the words. I think make part of the process. And depend of the day, you can express your ideas, and some words don't your mind don't bring you this word, then you can express a real idea. Then, but the most important, make the communication. You can pass your idea a little. It's okay. You are become fluent.
That's a
And yeah, okay. And you, Yasmin.
I have this huge problem of lacking of certain words, even in Portuguese. I don't know what happened with my mind, but this happens a lot with me, mainly when I am tired. So I have a certain difficult to remember the word that I wanted to say or the expression I wanted to say. And yeah, so I think in another languages this is even worse because in our mother language, I don't know, maybe it's easier for our brain to reach the connection it needs than in another languages. So yeah, it's hard and affects a lot expression in the expression ourselves because the time that we lost remembering the word that we need is a time that we lost what we want to say. So it's hard.
Yeah,
just adding, Rosalia, about that. You know, there are a lot of issues, you know, particularly I'm facing. I'm not sure you guys, but in some cases, for example, I'm be able to understand, you know, anyone. I mean, somebody speak English, like, you know, imagine you, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Elon Musk, and so hard. But for me, it's more easier to understand than speak or express my ideas. It particularly it's much tough. You know what I mean? That's why, yeah, each people has your limitation about this kind of issues.
yeah. And sometimes you understand what the other says. It's in my case, I listen to others talking, then I understand everything. But in the moment that I need to express myself, I know the vocabulary, but in the moment to use, it's don't come in my mind. I don't know what's happening. It's not only in English, even another language that I feel a little easier, like Spanish or Italian. It's similar to Portuguese. When I am listening to other, it's easier. But in the moment that I need to express myself, I always saying why I didn't use this connections, why I didn't use this vocabulary, because I know it's all in my mind. But I don't know, even in Portuguese, there is some subject that I don't want to participate in, I don't want to talking about because I don't have the vocabulary. For example, the liar people, I don't know how the words they are using, then it's difficult to participate in some conversation. It's normal, even in my mother tongue. It's happen for everyone. Then now, Luis, have you ever felt that you think different depending of the languages you are using?
No, no, I don't think so. I don't think
Mm,
so. I think that I my first think is always in Portuguese, is how I am, how I expose most of my time. So I don't think so. I think different if I am talking with my colleagues in English, you know. It's very complicated because when I am in a meeting, for instance, and I need to talk in English, I make that classic error to try to speak Portuguese in English, you know. So sometimes I need to improve this, but my mainly think is in Portuguese, and I don't think different in another language.
Okay, thank you. And you, Yasmin? Spanish and English.
Yeah, for me, the same as Luis. I don't feel any different feeling or thinking. I think the only thing that changes is the way of how I think, not the structure, not the core values, for example.
Mhm.
So I think always the same. Independent of the language, the core is the same, but the structure, the order of the things could
Mhm.
be different.
Mhm. In my case, I think I think different because when I am talking in Italian, I feel more romantic because I think it's a romantic language. In English, a little strong because it's a business language, I guess. And Spanish is, I think, is a kind of a language, is a beautiful language. I feel a little hot, I don't know, but depend of the moment, I feel like a kid. I am starting again. Depend of the language that I put inside for a little time. Then I needed to start again. When I participated, I feel like a kid start a new language. Then you need to wait for others to talk, and then I can start a few vocabulary. Depend of the day. When I'm more concentrated, then it's better. I don't know what's the, but depend of the idea, because yesterday we were talking about this same subject in Spanish, but what I said yesterday it's not coming my mind today because it's different in English. I'm using other vocabulary, but I'm trying to put the same ideas, but it's not coming my mind. I'm only to say what's coming my mind on this. And you, Marcelo?
Oh yeah, the same. I don't think that I have a different, this kind of different think about it. I just, of course, you need to understand all context to interact, but if you don't know, it's better try to understand and maybe come down to answers, responses, something like that.
But when you are talking in your mother tongue, it's Portuguese, you know, your mother tongue, then you feel more comfortable than English.
Oh yeah, of course. Because
Yeah,
I have domain about it. But
yeah,
yeah, but you know, even in my mother language, if I don't know, depends on the context.
yeah,
It's be hard because it depends on you'll be nervous because you
yeah,
can to provide the correct answer, something like that.
yeah. Even if when you feel more comfortable in your mother languages, but that is some subject you can participate. You can talking about everything because you don't know the vocabulary. You don't studied about it, then it's becoming hard to. It's not only another languages, but it's proof that your brain are open to know about everything, to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone want to add something about this question? Is everything okay? Okay. Uh, okay. Yasmin, how may languages influence the way you would describe your time, space, a relationship, emotion?
I think the influence comes mainly in how we express ourselves. You were saying before about the Italian feeling more romantic and so on. So I think there are more languages that sounds more stronger than others. For example, if we listen people in French, even if they are, I don't know, bad spelling, saying bad words, will sound a really cute thing and good thing. So yeah, I think the languages changes a lot how we describe the things and how we sound like. So sometimes, for example, I forgot how is this language in English, but let let me search here. Uh, yeah, German. Yeah. If we listen German, we we listen that and sounds like the person is saying bad words to us. But no, they are saying good things. So yeah, I think the language
Mhm.
influence a lot how we listen things and even interpret the things too. So I think this influences a lot.
Yeah. If you don't understand, you even don't feel nothing. But nowadays, you understand some words. If you listen someone say, "I feel so bad," you know the feeling, the emotion are passing with you. But if you don't know the language, only listen. It's okay. Only said some word that I didn't understand. It's okay. Sometimes you want to express your emotion, then you don't put a force in this emotion, even if you are feeling so bad, but only say the word without put more. How can I say? Deixar mais forte. I don't know how to say that.
But
Then
I mean, you mean like
we-
body language, something like that?
yes, body language. Yeah, yes. Then if you don't express yourself rightly, others don't understand, and only the word that you are using can express more or less your emotion. How do you mean, Marcelo?
How my language?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really, I think that related with your face expression. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, because depends on the language you are speaking, you will transmit. I'm sorry, my dog barking. You will, transmitted a certain reaction. Depends on the context or whatever you do. And yeah, I think it's totally influencing
Mhm.
in the subject.
And the way that you describe it, you can say clearly the way describing time, space, a relationship, emotion. And you, Luis.
Yeah, I was thinking here about the difference in how language affects how how is our relationship with each others. For instance, um, Yasmin said that give to us the German language as example, and I was reminded here how Spanish. I had a Spanish friend who he was so expressive, and the Italian as well. He talk with your hands and kind of things, very, very kind and very exploded guy sometimes. And you think about In Europe, for instance, everyone is more serious when talk, less emotions, kind of things. And there's a lot of language that is very detailed to say some simple things like the name of the streets, and some language has a lot of details to tell this kind of thing. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I was thinking about the one question I will have for you all. Have you ever thinking how some ideas is so easier to express in one language than in another?
I think it's about very cultural. For instance, is how I think how uh, rich the language is, less with less slangs and this kind of things, more detailed things. I think sometimes something like this.
Yeah, depend of the tale that you know the subject, maybe. You have some ideas, it's easier to express your ideas in a language that you are more comfortable to talking about. In another, it's difficult to find the vocabulary or I don't know, maybe like this. What do you think, Yasmin, about so easier to expose some ideas in different language?
I think at some point this could be hard, to be honest, because there are some languages that if we express ourselves with some, let me see here, how is this word? Gestures. Uh, Maybe this can sound rude, not what we really want to pass as a message. So yeah, this could be really hard. And sometimes I think we tend to shape ourselves to match the language that we are trying to uh, talk in. So sometimes, for example, I will use myself as an example. I am a really quiet person. I like to not talk out loud and something like that. I like to talk more silent, but when I am talking in Spanish, I don't know, I try to be a little more expressive because it's a strong language. And yeah, I think because of that, all of this could be really hard. And I think this also influences how the others will understand what we are saying. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah, because sometimes you can use the same word. You think this vocabulary is the same in English, Spanish, or another language. Then it's changes the way, change the means of the word. Then your idea is not related to what you are thinking. Oh, what are you thinking about, Marcelo?
Oh yeah, it's so tough to answer because, for instance, in our mother language, we have Brazil, as we know, so huge country and strong culture, but there is a particular things that I pay attention in this question because we have indigenous culture in Brazil.
Mhm.
That's why it's so hard to respond because depends on your view about it.
Mhm.
What do you think, what you value
Mhm.
in your culture, because there is in our vocabulary we have indigenous words. That's why it's became so hard to respond. But I think depends on the context. The most of the time we came to put it on the right word and valuation. What is the value for you or what you given like it's also important for me. stuff like
Yeah,
that.
of course. Okay, guys, you have more 14 minutes. Then I will plan of the last one, 10. I will ask to you, Marcelo, have you had any positive or negative experience that have influenced your learning style?
Oh,
Maybe at
yeah,
school, in university?
sure, for sure. So, not sure if I mentioned before, but I'm an engineer. You know, I work with projects in Brazil and around the world. And the English for me is not matter, you know, necessary. It is a matter, you know, a survive in the
Mm.
in the market. That's why, you know, the most times I just forget how many times, but I'm being frustrated because my limitation of express my ideas or even exchange ideas. You know, I'm working with some coworkers on other countries like US, you know, Europe, Asia. It's the same times I feel frustrated, unmotivated because when I start the conversation and feel nervous, in the same time it's blocked my mind to express my ideas. And it is one of the things that's why I'm here, but I'm learning English. It's about 2 years. When I start, you know, interacting with people around the world, it's making me learn much more than now. And yeah, I heard the bad experiences, but I don't give up. I'm here, but it's frustrating. We need to be resilient. We need to know where you are now and where you uh gonna accomplish stuff like that.
Yeah, you need to find your own way to learn and accept it. In my case, I think I had positive and negative experience. One of that was 4 or 5 years ago that I had traveling, and I find some men. I already told about this experience already here in Talk, but I will repeat now because I meet a man. He was alone, old man. Then he he come to us and he started to talk with me. The first word I understood, then continue talk with him. Then all every day he comes to us and trying to speak a little. Then the last day that you are in this place had who come, then everybody was so, oh my gosh, assustados. Then needed to talk with him. Then he was oh my gosh, so anxious. Then I stay with him and trying to calm down and talk with him, trying to understand what are happen and trying to pass the message to you. Then sometimes he says, there is someone here that talk in English, please, because it's a foreign. Then I think I was talking to him. I was speaking, but he said that didn't understand nothing what I'm saying. Then I feel so depressed in this moment because I think I was helping him, but it's nothing. Then I put in my mind that I needed to learn more. I need to study more and more to maybe to help others in this moment. I was there. I can't help him. Then I start to learn more. And I think it's better. It was better for me because I was in a bubble in my comfort zone. Then I think I needed to go out and learn more. Even today, I need to study more and more. I know that I'm need to prepare more to being prepared to traveling, but I'm in the way. I think I'm in the way. I don't put it as a negative experience, but to put me in another side of my idea of learning. And you, Luis, have you ever some experience?
Yes, I came from I'm here talking talk because of a bad experience, because I lost a dream job in Europe because my English was so bad in that time because I had the confidence to talk English, but it was so rusty, and I lost and I came to talk, and for me it was the best thing that happened, because here I knew a lot of good people and this kind of things. For me, it's a bad experience it become a good experience.
Yeah,
You're not alone, buddy.
yeah, not
I lost my green job as well, including the last week. Believe me, that's cause I need
because
to.
of English.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Welcome back, Tainá and Bianca. How was the conversation in another room, Tainá?
It was good. We didn't discuss about the questions. Yeah, but we talked about to having a baby. What is the reason to having a baby? It was so useful.
Oh, yeah. One day I saw two, you and Bianca in the same room. I think, oh my gosh, two ladies living in another country. You have so many things to discuss, then it will be okay.
Yeah.
And Bianca, how was the experience?
It was awesome. I know Tainá since a long time ago, so we could catch up. We could talk about a lot of things, and yes, we discussed a lot this experience that we are having living abroad, and we discussed the question number one a lot. And it's nice because English allow us to have contact with different cultures and learn more about different cultures. Like I'm studying South Korea now, for example, but they have a different alphabet. And knowing English helped me to learn about South Korea, and study South Korea, because if I had to learn the South Korean alphabet, never I would know something about them. So English open doors sometimes, to see the world and to know different cultures and to improve.
Yeah, it's amazing. Then you have some minutes. I will ask it to you, Ianca. Have you had some positive or negative experience that influence your way or style to learning?
Yes, when you are in another culture, like in here in US, for example, I think Taina and I talked a little bit about that. You have to talk with the native person, and sometimes the other person is not open sometimes to
Okay,
understand
yes,
you, to
thank
have
you.
the patience to listen to you. So when you face this kind of situation a lot repeatedly, sometimes you get traumatized a little bit and you don't want to talk more, but you have to face it. You have to do not give up on this, because some kind of bad experience, you have to keep trying and keep trying to talk with people, apesar this other person, I guess.
Yeah, it's amazing. Guys,